What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andre Ward. Andre Ward says this about Efe Ajagba. Efe Ajagba is going to have to step it up, be more creative with offense, defense. Okay. He said that I think he's going to have to step it up. Okay. He's going to have to be more creative with his offense and his defense. And that comes from being in the gym, not just going through the same repetitions. Go hit the bag for 3-4 rounds. Go hit the mitts for 3-4 rounds where nobody's really drilling you. And I'm not saying that you're not doing this, but I'm saying this is how these improvements come. You drill specific things. Hey, you keep going to sleep after you throw your right hand. Get off the line. Hey, you have to attack this way. In sparring, you got to challenge him in a way. Get him in get him in there with certain guys like Jared Anderson and others who can keep challenging him to be himself, but to also add the new wrinkles he's going to need. He's gotten better, said Bradley, but tonight he was boring as heck tonight. Both of these guys were boring tonight. They didn't give me enough sense of urgency, but I have to say that Efe Ajagba did a better job. I saw more jabs when he threw his right hand and it would land. He was patient. And let me counterpunch. I agree with both guys. I think, one, Efe's going to have to step it up, but to counterpunch that, how? I mean, here's the thing. What they're asking him to do, his trainer should have him to do. Sure, he could take pointers from them because they're OGs. They are actually guys in the business of champions, and they know the craft. They know what to do and how to do it. He could use their advice, but then again, will he? But then again, it's like if no one's constantly telling him to do something to mix it up, he won't get better. I think when you see Efe Ajagba, that's what you're going to get. I don't know. He's 28. He could learn. I mean, he's 28 years old. He's a former soccer player. So he can learn. I don't see anything wrong with his stamina and anything like that. I just think he's too straight up and down a lot of times, and if you can come, like a lot of people have done that. But, like Frank Sanchez he's a better boxer. He knows in and out. He knows the Cuban style. The old cat and mouse games that the Cubans play a lot with those traps that they set up. Like, he's going to have to know these things if he wants to compete with those guys, those Frank Sanchez's, those Jared Andersons, those guys like that anticipate moves exactly like Efe Ajagba uses. Okay, Efe Ajagba uses the same setup moves. 1, 2, hook, 1, 2, 1, 1. I mean, it's like he's going to have to get in there with somebody or just get another trainer altogether. Okay, that's, if that's what's going to happen if he wants change. Okay, we're just leaving that out there. But on Bradley's side, Timothy Bradley has a point because he's like, look, he was better. He's got better. He's better with the jab. He's better with a lot of things. He's better with defense. I like how Efe kept that damn guard up. You know what I mean? So he's learned to that ability, but then that's what also made it boring. It was a boring fight. Honestly, people, when I saw it the next day, because I wasn't available to watch it, I seen it on Sky Sports. Shout out to Sky Sports. I saw that fight and I looked at it like this. That's how I looked at that fight, because it was just like, yeah, it was a chess match, but it was like, well, damn, I mean, it was boring. You know what I mean? I mean, just Timothy Bradley said what people already thought. He just said it. I'm just saying what everybody thinking. But anyway, yeah, but I do think he's got better, but at the expense of not being as aggressive, because I think maybe he might have the AJ syndrome. Ooh, And here's the irony thing. Efe, says that Anthony Joshua is finished, right? So, he's not the same guy. He's this, that, and the other. But then the more careful you are, the less aggressive you are, the less exciting you are. And then when you're that way, people don't believe that you are that person of old. Which, to really answer all those questions, people, the better the opposition, the less excitement. Because the less mistakes that these fighters with better opposition, because they're more experienced, they're going to make, and the less opportunities you have to land those big shots versus the fighters that you used to fight. That is what they say is that. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley critiquing Efe Ajagba, saying that he's going to have to do more, step up. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!